Welcome to today's math lesson. Today's learning target is I can multiply fractions by mixed numbers and report the product in simplest form. Let's get started. Here we have a mixed number, 3 2/3, times a fraction, 2/8. So what do we do first? We have to convert the mixed number into a fraction. Do you remember how to do that? We did learn and practice this for a number of days. In fact, we learned two strategies for how to do that. One that uses only addition and one that uses addition and multiplication. Addition strategy first. Recall that if we think of three wholes as three whole sets of thirds. So that is 3/3. That represents one whole, plus another 3/3, which represents another one of the three wholes, plus another 3/3, and that represents another one of the three wholes. So we have 1 plus 1 plus 1. That 3 is this 3 here. And all we have to do then is add on the 2/3 that we have left over, that 2/3 right there. And you can see that 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 equals 11 thirds. So 11 thirds is equivalent to 3 2/3. Now, there was a shortcut that we learned as well, right? Do you remember what the shortcut is for repeated addition? Multiplication. And what we learned was we can multiply the 3/3 using this denominator 3 as our shortcut. So we can multiply 3/3 times 3, and that gets us 9 thirds. And then take the 9 and add on 2 more thirds. And that'll get us 11 thirds, the same answer. Regardless of which method you choose, you must do this first when multiplying mixed numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and rewrite 11 thirds up here times 2/8. And we want to rewrite that so that we can, if it's possible, cross-cancel or simplify first. Now, let's take a look at the problem as it stands. Can we simplify first? Well, let's see. 11 thirds. You can't do anything with 11 thirds. Both 11 and 3 are prime. But 2/8. 2/8 we can simplify, right? Let's check diagonals first. 11 and 8. Can we do anything with that? No. How about 3 and 2? Can we divide 3 and 2 by anything? No. The only simplifying we can do is with 2 and 8. We can divide 2 by 2, and we can divide 8 by 2. Now, if you weren't sure about how I did that, I just factored in my head. I've kind of memorized, I've done this so often, that the factors of 2 are 1 and 2, and the factors of 8 are 2, 4, 1, and 8. And I see that the greatest common factor is 2, and that's where dividing by 2 came from. All right, let's do it. We now have, let's see here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to leave it there. Okay. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now we have 11 times 1 and 3 times 4. Let's go ahead and work that out. 11 times 1 and 3 times 4. 11 times 1 is 11, and 3 times 4 is 12. Our final answer, already in simplest form, 11 twelfths. What do you know about that? All right, these next two examples are going to go quicker now that we reviewed how to convert a mixed number into an improper fraction. I am going to go with the method that uses multiplication. I like it because it's quicker and I think more efficient. So I'm going to multiply 4 times 1, and I'm going to get 4, and then I'm going to add that 4 to the 2, and that's going to turn into 6 fourths. Okay, 1 and 2 fourths is the same as 6 fourths. Quick drawing, here's 1 divided into fourths, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 more fourths. 1, 2. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fourths. There you go. All right, and I'm going to rewrite the 5, 6 next to the 6 fourths. And now I'm going to see if I can simplify first. And look at that. Do you see what I see? Do you see the 6 and the 6 here? Anytime we see that, we know what we can do next. We can divide 6 by 6 and 6 by 6. We're going to turn those into ones. And now we have 1 times 5 and 4 times 1. And look at that, 5/4. Oh, that was easy to multiply, but I still have an improper fraction. That means I have one final step. I have to convert this improper fraction back into a mixed number. Well, let's see here. I'm going to think of that 5/4 as 5 divided by 4. And let's see, it's 1, 4, and 5. And I'll subtract 4 away and get 1 left over. So that turns into 1 and 1. Oop, I almost grabbed the other screen. 1 and 1/4. 1 1/4 is the same as 5/4. And that's our final simplified answer. Whew, a lot of steps, aren't there? All right, help me with this last one. 3 2/8 times 9/10. What's step 1? Yes, you got it. Step 1 is to convert. So let's do 8 times 3. That's 24. And 24 plus the 2. Let's see, that's 26/8. And we're going to rewrite the times 9/10. Let's see if we can simplify first. Well, diagonally, 8 and 9, no. 26 and 10, yes. We can divide both 26 and 10 by 2. 26 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2. That's the greatest common factor for these two numbers. And so we're going to get, let's see, this is 13. That is 5. Oh, that's still pretty big though, isn't it? 13 times 9. I have to do that now, don't I? And I can't do 13 times 9 in my head. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to take an extra moment. And I'm going to do 13 times 9. Let's see. 9 times 3 is 27. Carry the 2. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. 117. And then I'm going to do 8 times 5 and get 40. And now I have 117 40ths. What do I do next? Yes, I got to divide again. I got to convert this back into a mixed number. So let's do it. Luckily, we know long division. 117 divided by 40. Okay, well, there are 2 of them. 2 times 40 is 80. We'll subtract that away and get 37. So for our final answer, we're going to get 2 and 37 40ths. Look at that. And 37 and 40 don't share any common factors except 1, so that's simplest form. Okay, there are a lot of steps, aren't there, to this math? But you've learned all these steps before. We're just putting them together into one place to solve problems. Let's practice, and I am here to help you. Today's learning target was, I can multiply fractions by mixed numbers and report the product in simplest form. I know you can do this. Let me know if you need